Building your high income skills is something very important which will definitely help you not only if you want to build up your business but also in your career. So as we all know by now that schools were teaching us a basic information or of how to write, how to do certain things and so on, but in a real life it's actually slightly different if you really want to get ahead with your financial freedom and actually generate money, become wealthy, but also still keep yourself as a trustworthy individual who has created valuable business in a world. Not everyone who has money is a bad person, and as soon as you get that in your head, then you're going to free yourself and you will be able to get more into the creation mode. So let me tell you about these high income skills that you need to develop rather than just focusing on technicals and step-by-step process. Developing skills means that you will develop yourself as an individual. By developing yourself as an individual means that you actually become a highly valuable person. And I really believe that now, just after what I said, makes completely different meaning to you, and it makes complete sense. I was reading a book from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. In that book, there was this one specific section where he is talking about general knowledge and how general knowledge can actually help you to make living. But then if you want to actually build something in life, create wealth, generate more money, but by generating money, you need to add the value. So how do you create that value? So you see, it's a complex thing. It's not only about the money, but obviously you need to know how money works. This is one of the important skills when it comes to building your business specifically, but also when it comes to actually building your life. Because we all, once you finish the school, whether it's just a secondary school or you go to a higher to achieve a higher education, even actually as a university graduate, I really thought that I'm gonna be much more able to or much more prepared for actual real life. But the truth is that in none of the schools, whatever school you attend to, they will never teach you how money works. And despite that, we actually, once we finish school, then we spend all our time actually working and earning money or setting up the businesses, providing value and generating money. But for the first part of our lives, actually at school, nobody will tell you and nobody will teach you how money actually works and what you should do with them. So learning money, learning about how actually money really works is the number one skill I recommend that you start to learn and practice in a real life as soon as you stop watching even this video. Learning about how money works, literally, it's not like I'm not asking you to go now to the university and become an accountant. That's not the point. You need to get the basic education and to actually basically understand that we all make our living. We need money for a better quality of life, and that's a simple fact. So be really realistic with that. Don't try to pretend that you don't want money or whatever it is. You may have quite a lot of negative attributes when it comes to money, because if you were listening to all these negative things at home or with your friends and nobody really taught you about how money works, well, guess what? You have that. But that's okay, because there is a way how you work with those thoughts, you work with yourself and you overcome that, and you learn about how you can work on your skills, increase your income on a monthly basis, and then how to manage your income. Not by managing, it's not going and spend it all. That's not management, because that's just living paycheck to paycheck when you're earning money, spending money, and that's the same actual circle going around. When you want to create, you need to actually learn how to manage money. But that's the topic for the video, which I have already done, and I will leave the link in the description below. Another very important high income skill is the communication. That actually on its own will increase the value of you as an individual, as an employee, as a business owner by at least 50%. Like Warren Buffett says, if you learn how to communicate effectively, you are already halfway through. And I believe that as one of the greatest investors, billionaire, he knows what he's talking about. Nobody will take that education away from you, and therefore if you invest in yourself and in building your own skills, then nobody will take that away from you, because that's investment in yourself. When it comes to better communication, it's communication in public speaking, communication to groups, because obviously this is where the most of the business, the most of the creation is done. Obviously, if you have a product and you want to promote it to a group of people, well, you need to be able to actually stand up in front of them and speak to them. Now, how effectively you speak to them, how effectively you explained why they need a certain product, why they need to learn the high income skills so they can also improve their financial situation and become millionaires, billionaires, and build their wealth for the lifetime. Is that not a great reason? Why would you want to actually spend your life in poverty if there is the way how you can actually get out from it and build your online businesses, improve your careers, if you just learn how to communicate better? Now, when it comes to communication, it's a really skill which can be taught. And even though if you are afraid of speaking publicly, or even if you are afraid of filming YouTube videos like this one, this all can be taught. Your first video may not be as great. I get that. Mine wasn't either. But the thing is that I actually believed, and I know that I've seen other successful people doing so, and I believed in myself that I can do that too. So I continuously work on myself, on my skill to actually speak and create videos like that. Okay, it's maybe not exactly the same as standing up on the stage in front of, I don't know, 10,000 people, but still, believe me, even when you're creating YouTube videos like that, you get to improve not only your communicational skills, but also the way how you actually manage yourself when it comes to any potential fears you may have and so on. Communicational skills, however, don't end only when you're creating videos. It's not only about speaking, but also there is a communication in writing. And that's something what we sometimes forget, that when we're sending that email, on the other side, there is actually a person reading that email. Even though you cannot and you will never be able to actually control how the other person will react on what you actually write. And there are some situations when other people read your emails in a completely different way than you actually thought that. But that's something which is out of your control. But what you can control is what you put in that email and actually what outcome you want to achieve. Even though it may not be 100%, like not everyone will understand the emails the way how you want, and that's okay. But if you have the majority of your customers, of your business partners actually understanding your emails, the way how you write them, and there is that effective communication, then you actually won, and you are on a great way to become wealthy and actually achieve a greater lifestyle. Ability to manage your own mind and any potential negative thoughts you may have, or even negative comments you hear around, is a really high income skill, and it will pay you off really, really well in your whole life. So as soon as you can start working on your self-development and on knowing and working on how you can manage your mind, the better you will be off. And trust me, it's going to become even much easier for you to communicate with people. So that's actually, as you can see, the high income skills even work nicely together. The next skill which you should focus on when actually focusing on building your wealth is the skill of managing your time. Manage your time effectively. Managing the time means that we all have 24 hours a day. So I would say that's clear to everyone. The managing the time means how you allocate your time during the day and which activities you choose to prioritize. Now, obviously, we all have time to go for a morning run. We all have time to sit down and get the YouTube video done because you want to actually make your channel grow, you want to actually reach more potential customers, and you want to explain them more about the benefits of planning, organizing, and building your own brand, building your online business. So you see, we all have the same time. Now, do you want to spend that time mostly by sitting in a bar and just what? Doing nothing? Well, then guess what? The YouTube video will not get done on its own, because this is you building your own personal brand, building your own online business, and therefore you need to record that YouTube video. Obviously, one YouTube video will not bring you the results of any exponential results. So therefore, you need to realize that this is something you are going for in a long term. And because of that, you will manage your priorities in your life. So managing the time means that you actually allocate your time to priorities which will make a greater impact for the quality of your life. We all know that actually if we focus more on our health, we're gonna get healthier, we're gonna live that more active life. If you go for morning walks, it's not only helping your weight to be under control, but also it improves your mood, and it helps you to actually regulate the emotions much better. Therefore, allocate the time, set up the priorities. It's the skill you also need to develop, but that's a good news because we were not born with those skills, but we can develop them. And the development really starts with just sitting down, taking pen and paper, or you can also grab a printable planner, which I have prepared for you. So, and like this, you can start also working on your personal development, on your own skills. I will leave you in the description below the link to my Etsy shop where you can get printable planners, which are focused on your fitness, on your goal setting, project planning, and also planners which are related to finance and budgeting. So like this, you have a great startup point for you to start working on your skills. Depends obviously on which one skill you want to work on as first. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are new to here, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I will be coming up with more content like this related to personal finance and how you can make money online. And you will be receiving much more value in a sense of having those videos which will guide you through and help you to not only build your own skills, but also to build your online business and specifically your financial awareness, which is definitely something we were not taught at school. But the good thing is that we get a chance to learn from others. I personally learn from others as well, and I am now here more than happy to actually pass on my information to you, so you also can get to learn about personal finance, about how to improve your life, get this lifestyle you want, and build your wealth. Because nobody will tell you this at school, but if this is what you want, there is always a way how you can achieve your goals. There are people who have done it before us, and obviously if this is your goal, you will find the way. I leave you with this. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you in the next one. I'm Maria Fedorova, and this is the channel about quality time value. Value your time and make sure that you actually get the best out of it. Bye.